Hello, guys. Welcome back to another podcast of the Jai Thakkar Show. Today, we have one of my mentor, Mr. Dilnawaz Khan, who is founder of two companies, Co-Design Labs and PowerDeck.in. And he is also pitch deck expert, entrepreneur, speaker, and he's also a podcaster like me. And he is an expert in terms of nourishing these startups, and he's an expert in terms of fundamental functioning of economics in startups, in terms of pitch deck, in terms of applying for funding, in terms of raising money, in terms of getting investors, in terms of getting VC, and many more things. And we are especially going to cover the topics of entrepreneurship, startups, and myths around these two. So, a very warm welcome to Dilnawaz sir. Thank you so much for joining the Jai Thakkar show, sir.
Thank you so much, Jay. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me. Before we begin the conversation, I'm really delighted to be here with you because I think you're one of the youngest guys who has invited me to be on the podcast. So I think the competition is going down in terms of age. I entered the race very, very late, but it's a delight to be here, and my best wishes to you. And also I believe this will be really fruitful for your audience who is either thinking of doing a startup, or maybe they want to become entrepreneurs, and especially if they want to be better professionals in terms of skill set. So glad to be here, super amazing, and looking forward to the podcast.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, jumping directly on the topic of myths around entrepreneurs and startups. So, startup is now a very recent culture where people are always like, कि नहीं यार मुझे startup करना है, मुझे ये करना है. For every small idea, they think like that now I can create a big company and then I can become future Mukesh Ambani or future Tata and all those things. So, basically, because of startup being a new culture in India, many people have lot of myths around startups, and you have been guiding many entrepreneurs. So according to you, what are the most common myths which people have before planning their startups?
So, Jay, it's a very interesting question from which you have started the conversation, and I think, in fact, this just one question rather we can talk about for a few hours on this, but I'll try and summarize everything. So first of all, let me make it very clear before we jump onto the podcast, and maybe people who are watching this live or watching this as a repeat telecast on YouTube and maybe hearing us, I would suggest them that they should go and check out my LinkedIn and Instagram profiles. The reason I'm saying is because I am not a startup guru. I am an entrepreneur myself. I run two businesses that make money, and that is what my bread and butter is. The gyan, the mentoring is on the side. I don't make money there. Of course, I have put in certain amount of fees for a filter and to create a pipeline in terms of, so that people, I utilize my time well. But it is not like that. That is where my bread and butter is. So the number one problem in India is that we have more gurus than practitioners. ज्ञान सबको देना है, काम किसी को नहीं करना, right? And I wanted to make it very clear, because what I bring on the table as an expert, when you use the word expert as a pitch deck expert or a startup expert, I have learned it hard way, being in the ecosystem for 12 years. Not just currently I'm running two companies, but I failed one company before. राइट. सो मैं लोगों को ये भी बोलता हूँ कि डोंट सी और डोंट से कि मैं दो कंपनी चला रहा हूँ. कंपनी चलाना तो आप 4 भी रजिस्टर करा सकते हो ना. So there's a quote that I tell people, that everybody is a startup founder until and unless you ask for sales figures, right? The moment you ask for sales figures, वो सब सच्चाई पता लग जाती है कि कौन कितना बड़ा startup founder है. So and I'm trying to set the context for your audience here. So मैं कोई गुरु नहीं हूँ, मैं expert हूँ. I have learned all of these things through my experience. I have learned all of these things by building real businesses, and then of course working with real startups out there. And also a lot of experience comes from running a company and failing a few projects and products on the side. And this gives me a lot of experience, and just to give back, I go out there and maybe train people or coach people or give my advice. So that is one thing. Now coming on to the myth, दो या तीन ब्रॉड मिथ जो मुझे लगता है, एंड दीज आर द बिगेस्ट मिथ्स फॉर एवरीबडी. नंबर वन, आई थिंक द बिगेस्ट मिथ इज दैट पीपल, in fact, and this is the media problem, we can't help it, that's how the ecosystem is and this is the world we live in. The inspiration for most of first time entrepreneurs, especially in tier 2 tier 3, and even के बिना कंपनी नहीं बन सकती या फंडिंग ही कंपनी बनाने की शुरुआत होती है. So that's the number one myth. Without funding, in fact, just to again add, my previous company failed because I raised money in that company. It failed because of investor conflict, it failed because of co-founder conflict, and the current company, without raising money, where I enable startups to raise money, is already profitable without even raising a single penny from the market. So funding is not a make or break, funding is a different ball game altogether, number one. So you have to, in fact, I was just sitting on this room yesterday on Clubhouse and we're just discussing couple of things, and I realized that again, first time वालों को लगता है funding के बिना कुछ नहीं. This is the advice I gave, that you figure out 5 लाख चाहिए कि 10 लाख चाहिए कि 1 करोड़ चाहिए कि 10 करोड़ चाहिए, क्या यूटिलाइज करोगे, लाला इन्वेस्टर से चाहिए कि टिपिकल प्रोफेशनल वेंचर कैपिटल फंड से चाहिए, फर्म से चाहिए. और if you have this clarity in mind, then you will figure out कि funding आपको चाहिए भी नहीं चाहिए business करने के लिए. तो funding is neither a requirement to get started or neither a requirement to maybe scale your business. It's a very very subjective thing, number one. Number two, I think also the inspiration that we draw from people is absolutely again wrong. Again, like you said, we want to become Mukesh Ambani on day one, or rather Steve Jobs on day one, or Mark Zuckerberg on day one. In fact, a lot of times when I talk to students, their थिंग इसके सर जुकरबर्ग ने तो फेसबुक में ऐसा किया था ना, तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते. सर सचिन बिन्नी ने तो ऐसा किया था ना, हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते. पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द स्टार्टअप इज अ वेरी सब्जेक्टिव ecosystem, right from your connections to your journey to your time to your technology to your co-founder to your team. There are 100 factors that affect the success or the failure of a company. So don't just go by what Zuckerberg would have done or what Elon Musk would have done, right? It is good to be ambitious, but also you need to have a reality check and a practicality check. So these are again important things. And third and the most important myth I want to bust here for everybody, and then we can really go deep into maybe one of those, or we can continue on to the questions, is that startup is not a shortcut to making money and success and fame. अगर आपको भैया, एंड सबसे पहले अगर पैसा कमाना है ना, तो सरकारी नौकरी या किसी मल्टीनेशनल की जॉब कर लो. स्टार्टअप का 90% से ज्यादा, 90% ऑफ द स्टार्टअप्स फेल इन फर्स्ट 3 years, 95-99% फेल इन 5 years. 0.05% कंपनीज रेज प्रॉपर फॉर्मल वेंचर कैपिटल फंड. एंड जरूरी नहीं है एक बार की फंडिंग के बाद दोबारा तिबारा चौथी बार फंडिंग हो जाए. अगेन, फंडिंग इज अ डिफरेंट एनिमल ऑल टुगेदर. सो द पॉइंट आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक इज, startup is not a ball game that will give you quick money, quick fame and quick success. It's a really long time. It will take a lot of patience, lot of hard work, lot of hustle, and lot of skill, lot of technical skill, lot of expertise. And it is a project or a product or a process which is really long and takes a lot of consistency and discipline. That is what I can say as a starter. These are the 3 broad myths that I see prevailing in Indian startup ecosystem from the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 perspective. Yeah.
100%, sir. And one more myth which I have heard a lot is that, for example, if I want to start my startup, then what general suggestions which we get is like, for example, if I'm 18 and I want to start for example, if I've graduated from my college, let's say I'm 22 and I want to build a startup. So what people say is 5 साल तुम उस genre में, for example, if my startup is related to tech, so उस tech field में you do a job for 5 years, so you get experience, and after that you go and start your own startup. So up to what percentage is it true, and for what kind of startups is this process one of the best process which you can personally suggest?
Okay, so again, very interesting question. So let me again break into 2 parts. Let us see आपको जॉब क्यों करनी है या आपको उस सेक्टर के अंदर क्यों जाके काम करना है. ठीक है. See, whenever you do a startup, see and let me ask you this here. How do you start a startup? What is your definition of starting a startup? What is the first step that you take? Let me ask you this.
ideation of the product which we are gonna provide?
Okay, so technically ideation and idea and everything comes much later on. In fact, there's nothing called as a $1 billion idea. It happens very very later. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आप एक दिन जाके पेड़ के नीचे तपस्या करोगे 2-3-4 साल और एक ऊपर से सेब गिरेगा और आप बोलोगे नाउ दिस इज द नेक्स्ट $1 billion idea I have, right? Every and any journey around a startup begins from identifying a problem. Now the problem with the problem is that problems are public. अगर आपकी सड़क पे गड्ढा है तो सबको दिख रहा है वो सड़क पे गड्ढा है, एंड बेस्ड ऑन योर एक्सपर्टीज एंड अप्रोच यू विल सॉल्व दैट प्रॉब्लम. कोई साइड से निकल जाएगा, कोई उसको गड्ढा मिट्टी से भर देगा, कोई एक्सपर्ट है तो उसको जो भी रेलेवेंट मटेरियल उससे भर देगा, कोई बोलेगा मैं रेन प्रूफ मटेरियल बना दूंगा. सो प्रॉब्लम्स आर पब्लिक. नाउ व्हेन यू से द जॉब का थिंग, राइट, व्हेन यू से दैट शुड वी डू जॉब और नॉट, राइट, I want to divide this entire scenario into two parts. Number one, let us look at the skill set part from the personal discipline and learning point of view. After my first startup failed, I worked in a startup incubator for almost 4.5 years, and I was one of the initial team members. I was one of the founding or the initial team members, not the founding team member I can say, but the initial team member there, right? उस 4.5 साल की जॉब ने, जो कि जॉब नहीं थी, अगेन जॉब आपको समझना है, जॉब आप कैसे किस पर्सपेक्टिव में देखते हो. आप नौकरी कर रहे हो एज एन एम्प्लॉय वो माइंडसेट के थ्रू, या फिर एंटरप्रेन्योर की तरह, एक मैनेजर की तरह, एक इंटरनल एंटरप्रेन्योर की तरह ऑपरेट कर रहे हो. माय जॉब टॉट मी हाउ टू बी अ बेटर एंटरप्रेन्योर. सो पहले क्या होता था, हमें लगता है, जो मैंने पहले भी बोला, कि कभी भी उठ जाएंगे. मैं आई एम अ वेरी बिग फैन ऑफ दिस डू व्हाट यू लव, एंड लोग तो आज बोल रहे हैं, इफ यू गेट टाइम एंड स्क्रॉल ऑन माय सोशल मीडिया, ऑन माय फेसबुक, आई हैव बीन सेइंग डू व्हाट यू लव सिंस 2005 or 6. तब से मैं डू व्हाट यू लव के कोड डाल रहा हूँ, ठीक है. तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि इट्स अ ट्रेंड फॉर मी, बट आई हैव ऑलवेज टोल्ड पीपल दैट व्हेन आई से डू व्हाट यू लव, इट डज नॉट मीन दैट अगर मुझे सुबह 11 बजे सो के उठना है तो दैट डू व्हाट यू लव इज. डू व्हाट यू लव का मतलब है वो काम करो जिसमें आप 16 घंटे, 18 घंटे, 20 घंटे काम कर सकते हो और आपको मजा आए उस काम को करने में, राइट. अब क्या होता है, हमारी क्योंकि माइंडसेट वो होती है कि स्टार्टअप फाउंडर हूं मैं, कुछ भी कर सकता हूं दुनिया में, तो आपको एक बेसिक डिसिप्लिन, एक बेसिक नॉलेज, एक बेसिक बिजनेस रन करना नहीं आता. माई जॉब टॉट मी, एंड रादर देन जॉब, माई बॉस हु वाज माई प्रीवियस बॉस, ही इज अ ग्रेट स्टार्टअप गाय. उनका खुद का स्टार्टअप था, कंपनी सेल आउट करी. ही इज अ वेरी वेरी एक्सपीरियंस. उनका नाम चिंतन बख्शी, अगर आप चाहें तो उनको सर्च कर सकते हैं. ही इज करंटली द CEO ऑफ स्टार्टअप ओएसएस. सो दिस जेंटलमैन, while working under him, he taught me the value of discipline, consistency, hard work, documentation, paperwork, प्रेजेंटेशन कैसे दिया जाता है. तो वो जॉब ने 4 साल ऑन द गो जॉब ने मुझको एक बेटर एंटरप्रेन्योर बनाया. क्योंकि आप जब अपना स्टार्टअप भी कर रहे हो, ये बेसिक अगर आप में डिसिप्लिन नहीं है, अगर आप अपने ऑफिस में सुबह 10 बजे नहीं जा रहे हो, तो भूल जाओ कि आपके एम्प्लॉय आएंगे, राइट. अगर आप खुद ही 18 घंटे काम नहीं कर रहे हो या 12 घंटे काम नहीं कर रहे हो फॉर दैट मैटर, तो आप भूल जाओ कि आप अपने एम्प्लॉय से एक्सपेक्ट करते हो. ऐसा वो बहुत बाद की बात है. इट्स अ फैंसी थिंग कि बॉस गए हैं दिन में लंच करने या बियर पीने, बट एम्प्लॉय बैठ के कोड लिख रहा है. वैसा नहीं होता. शुरू का 5 साल 10 साल तो ये नहीं होगा. तो एक जॉब जो होती है, एंड अगेन वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि आप किस माइंडसेट से करते हो. अगर वही रोते धोते नौकरी वाला माइंडसेट है तो फिर आप नहीं सीख पाओगे. बट एनी एंड एवरी जॉब विल टीच यू बेसिक डिसिप्लिन, बेसिक रूल्स, बेसिक एम्प्लॉय मैनेजमेंट. आपने जो सीखा वो आप शायद अपने एम्प्लॉयज को सिखा सकते हो, राइट. एम्पैथी सिखा सकते हो. आप उनको जब जैसे ट्रीट करना है, आप जब वैसे ट्रीट होके आओगे, आप बेटर एम्प्लॉय मैनेजमेंट कर सकते हो, बेटर डेलीगेशन सीख सकते हो. इतनी सारी चीजें हैं जो एक जॉब आपको सिखाती है. और अगर आपका बॉस अच्छा है, अगर आपका मेंटोर अच्छा है, राइट, तो यू विल डेफिनेटली, इट विल हेल्प यू बिकमिंग अ बेटर एंटरप्रेन्योर. I became almost 10 times a better entrepreneur in this new company after my that 4.5 years of working in an incubator and working under somebody who was so experienced, right? And I was a shitty entrepreneur before, let me admit it. One of the reasons the company failed, I should not say just because of the co-founder conflict or the investor conflict. It also means I was not able to manage it well. So my skill sets in general improved. I became a 10x better entrepreneur when I worked there for 4.5 years. That's number one. इसलिए आपको जॉब करनी चाहिए, राइट. भले अब आप इंटर्नशिप के तौर पे करो, अब आप उसको जॉब के तौर पे करो, आप उसको पार्ट टाइम के तौर पे करो. दैट्स नंबर 1. नंबर 2 इज जॉब करनी चाहिए कि नहीं करनी चाहिए का अब आंसर आता है आपके डोमेन नॉलेज के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, इफ यू आर बिल्डिंग समथिंग जिसके बारे में किसी ने कभी कुछ नहीं किया, राइट, लेट अस से यू वांट टू क्रिएट अ रॉकेट that you want to send to Mars, right? And if you have the required skill set to build the technical product, आपको रॉकेट बनाना आता है, but और कोई कंपनी नहीं दुनिया में, right? And I'm just giving a hypothetical example. तो then of course आप को जॉब करने का फिर जरूरत नहीं है, until unless you know you're well disciplined guy, you know what it takes to run a business, right? But most of the entrepreneurs, if you see even successful ones, when they were working in a system, they found a problem into the system and they kind of capitalized on top of it. आप किसी भी अच्छी कंपनी के फाउंडर को देख लो, या जैसे आपने यूएस में सुना होगा सिलिकॉन वैली में there was something called as PayPal mafia, इंडिया में there is something Flipkart mafia. तो आपके एक्स बॉसेस आपको सपोर्ट करते हैं, आप उन्हीं से फंड रेज कर लेते हो क्योंकि नेटवर्क मिलता है, कनेक्शन मिलता है, उस कंपनी की ब्रांड वैल्यू पे आप खेल सकते हो, एंड ऑल्सो आप उस कंपनी के अंदर गैप ढूंढ के प्रोडक्ट बिल्ड कर सकते हो. So let me chip this thing here. I run this company called PowerDeck, right? It's a very, very niche product. I help startup create pitch decks. That's it. And then of course help them with fundraising, strategic advisory, right? In my 4 years of working in an incubator, I realized that incubation center में across the country कोई भी डेडिकेटेड बंदा नहीं होता. There's nobody dedicated who's a communications expert who can sit with a startup, help them in improving pitch decks. And वो incubator hire भी इसलिए नहीं करेगा क्योंकि उसका काम ही नहीं है. आप 6 महीने में एक बार डेमो डे करते हो, आप 3 महीने में एक बार डेमो डे करते हो. पिच डेक बनाना इंक्यूबेटर का काम नहीं है, पिच डेक बनाना स्टार्टअप का ही काम है. इंक्यूबेटर का काम है एक्सीलरेटर प्रोग्राम रन करना, इंक्यूबेटर का काम है मेंटर्स को लाना, इंक्यूबेटर का काम है पोर्टफोलियो मैनेज करना, इंक्यूबेटर का काम है मेंटर्स को लाना, मेंटरिंग सेशन कराना, एंड सो फोर्थ, राइट? सो एज अ वर्किंग सिस्टम, incubator does not need or do not need a guy who's expert into communication, specifically pitch decks. And I realized this was a great gap out there. I would never have realized. Now अब देख के लोग घुस गए इसमें भी कि हम भी pitch deck बना देंगे, and I see guys doing it every other day. Everybody is a pitch deck expert, but I have a credibility already, right? I'm not just, as I said, I'm not just somebody who's a guru. I'm somebody who runs a company, who pitches for my own company, and therefore I can give you more practical experience, right? So ये जो एक example मैंने आपको दिया plugin वाला, right, chip in वाला, if you are working in a company, right, or if you're in a job, and if you want to start up in a similar ecosystem, then doing a job, learning on the go, understanding, looking at the gap into that sector, and then building a company on top of it is very, very important. You cannot simply go out there and this is something that we as Indians generally do not recognize or do not say. हम ये मानते हैं हमें सब आता है, which is the biggest problem with our young guys, right? हमको लगता है हम सब कुछ कर सकते हैं. That is what I tell people. So प्रॉब्लम ये है, हमें लगता है हम हेल्थ केयर कंपनी भी खोल सकते हैं, हम एडटेक कंपनी भी खोल सकते हैं, एग्रीटेक भी खोल सकते हैं. आई मीट सो मेनी कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियर जिनको कोडिंग करना नहीं आता. मतलब इसमें कोई प्राउड होने की बात नहीं है. This is stupidity. This is sheer stupidity, if I can say on the podcast, that you are spending money to learn computer science. You're paying to a college. भूल जाओ कि टीचर बेकार है आपका, भूल जाओ कि सिलेबस बेकार है. इंटरनेट है ना आपके पास यार, आप क्यों कोडिंग नहीं सीख सकते? अब आप कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियर की डिग्री के साथ आप कहते हो कि मेरे को कोडिंग नहीं करनी आती. हाँ, पसंद नहीं हो बात अलग है, बट करनी नहीं आती. और आप कहते हो मुझे स्टार्टअप भी करना है और टेक कंपनी खोलनी है और फिर भी नहीं करनी आती, तो आप गधे हो. ठीक है? तो ये जो गैप आइडेंटिफिकेशन है, ये जब आप जॉब करते हो, आप बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, बहुत पास से, बहुत क्लोजली you are able to observe this, figure out the problem. You are able to talk to real customers, real stakeholders, people who are inside, people who are outside, and you're able to build a better product. So concluding this part, the job helps you to learn empathy, which is a very, very strong factor or requirement to be a better or a good entrepreneur. And that is why job is important, right? So अगर आप second reason के लिए नहीं करो कि डोमेन एक्सपर्टीज नहीं चाहिए, बट आपको फर्स्ट रीजन के लिए तो करनी ही चाहिए. अब आप वो जॉब कीजिए, आप कोई पार्ट टाइम काम कीजिए, आप कुछ इंटर्नशिप कीजिए, कुछ भी एक चीज कीजिए. क्योंकि ऑल्सो वन मोर थिंग, इस चीज से आपका ये मिथ भी दूर होता है दैट लॉट ऑफ यंग गाइज, एंड आई हैव हर्ड इट थाउजेंड्स ऑफ टाइम्स बाय नाउ, आई वांट टू बी माय ओन बॉस. Boss,
Hmm.
if you are in a company, you have one manager, you will work 5 days or 6 days. संडे को बैठ के आप रोगे, उसको गालियां दोगे, मंडे को जाके बोलोगे क्या मंडे मॉर्निंग है, अपने काम पे लग जाओगे. When you are in a startup, every fucking buddy is your boss. Your co-founder is your boss. Your customer is your boss. Every customer is your boss. In fact, your employee is your boss.
True.
क्योंकि आपने किसी बंदे को हाई पेइंग सैलरी छोड़ के अपने बिजनेस में लगाया है, उसको सपने दिखा के. इफ यू आर नॉट वर्किंग फॉर हिम, he can come and always counter you, and that's why young guys are not able to build great companies, because they don't have this empathy built into them. So everybody is your boss, and when I say boss, you are accountable to every possible stakeholder, and the job will teach you how to be accountable.
100%, sir. And talking about employee part, which I have heard the most, is that many people say that if you have a startup, then if your startup is not in the growing market, like for example, if right now if I have any startup on like video calling, then it is said that ki video calling abhi chal raha hai, so if you create a startup, you can easily get employees. But if you go and do a startup in some other niche which is not much heard, then the chances of you getting employee is very less, and many people drop their idea or drop their startup because of this. So at up to what percentage it is correct, and if one wants to start something in an unheard niche, then what can they do in terms of getting good people on board?
Okay, so see, again, one, first of all, you need to understand that startup as a product, or startup as a company, is a subset of a bigger ecosystem, which is entrepreneurship or business, right? Every startup is a business, and this is because money is important. Every startup is a business, but not every business is a startup. So I will answer this in a broad business ecosystem, and we can then take a deep dive and understand what a startup exactly is.
Sure.
But and startup has a couple of special characteristics which I can talk about. So if you have to hire somebody for your business, right? Number one, if you are building something or whatever you're building, right? If you do not understand that sector, or you do not understand that product or service, your risk will be generally very, very high, right? Let us say if you are opening a legal tech firm and you do not have a co-founder who understands legal or legality, right? Your 3 MBAs, the risk is higher, because the day the lawyer guy is gone, or technically there's no other second guy to vet whether what the employee or what the consultant or what the freelancer is saying, there's nobody to vet that. So risk mitigate करने के लिए, my very simple advice is have a team of founders or co-founders, where is one of them bring in the right technical expertise, and then eventually you can have more people in core team and as an employee under them. You need to have one guy who's hardcore accountable and understand how that entire ecosystem functions, right? So the reason why I'm telling you this, because I've seen a lot of non-techies starting a technology company, non-medical guys starting a medtech company, right? अब ना तो medical का ज्ञान है ना technology का ज्ञान है, बस idea आ गया जी. And ये वो वाला problem था जो मैं बोल रहा था, कि idea नहीं आता, आपने problem कभी face ही नहीं करी है, आपने problem face नहीं करी, आपने customer से बात नहीं करी, आप उस ecosystem में काम नहीं करके आए हो, right? तो employee बहुत बाद में आता है. आपको सबसे पहले को-फाउंडिंग टीम को वैसा बनाना चाहिए. अब अगर आप बोलते हो कि आई एम अ सिंगल गाय, राइट, एंड आई डोंट हैव को-फाउंडर्स, my best advice is to go and get co-founders, because it is not just the time division, but mental frustration और mental accountability भी divide होती है आप लोगों की. तो 2-3 co-founder आपकी कंपनी में होने चाहिए. एक नहीं होगा तो दूसरा फ्रंट संभाल के रखेगा आपका, राइट? बट अदर देन दैट, अगर आप को लेटेस्ट से वो हार्डकोर स्किल जो मैं जिसके अंदर भी आप शुरुआत करना चाह रहे हो नहीं आता, तो या तो सीख लो, ठीक है, विच इज़ अ लॉन्गर प्रोसेस, राइट? एंड कुछ भी सीखा जा सकता है. इनफैक्ट मेरे कल के ही शाम को जो मैंने एमए किया था, वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट द सेम थिंग, दैट माय को-फाउंडर is a BCom chartered accountant and a hardcore finance professional. But today, after 4 years of running this business, she is better at talking about technology than any stupid engineer out there. मतलब 95% इंजीनियर को तो खा जाए वो बैठकर. इतना कमांड, इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग कमांड उसका टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर. 4 साल में लड़की 4 साल की होती है ना इंजीनियरिंग, 5 साल इस कंपनी को हो गए, तो उसने कर ली अपनी इंजीनियरिंग टेक्निकली खत्म, तो शी इज लेस ऑफ अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट एंड मोर ऑफ एन इंजीनियर, राइट? सो आप वो स्किल सेट सीख लो, नहीं सीख सकते को फाउंडर लाओ। अब आप मुझे बोलते हो कि मेरे पास तो को फाउंडर भी नहीं है, जो आपका सवाल था, ठीक है, या मेरे को तो एम्प्लॉय भी नहीं मिलते यार, तो एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर इफ यू कांट कन्विंस पीपल टू कम एंड वर्क विथ यू, you have already failed, right?
True.
You have as the primary role of an entrepreneur or the leader is to create that is what you do as an entrepreneur. Now you say that I don't even have a vision, I can't even communicate, I rather can't convince my co-founder, I can't convince my employees, I can convince an investor. An investor is a very subjective thing, बट क्योंकि वो पैसा देता है आपको, वो अलग बॉल गेम है। बट आप को फाउंडर को नहीं ढूंढ के ला सकते, स्पेशली अगर आप यंग हो, कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे हो, जॉब में हो अगर आप, तो आपके साथ इतने सारे लोग हैं, आपका फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, फ्रेंड्स के फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, एक्सटेंडेड नेटवर्क होता है, आप ढंग से अप्रोच करोगे, आप उनको पिच नहीं कर सकते तो फिर क्या फायदा? सो आपका काम सिंपल है, एक विजन क्रिएट करना, और वो रियलिस्टिक विजन होना चाहिए, अनरियलिस्टिक भी हो सकता है बट अचीवेबल होना चाहिए, राइट? उसको कम्युनिकेट करना सही लोगों को ताकि वो आपके साथ आके काम कर सकें, और फिर मेहनत करना कि वो अचीव हो जाए। ये एक एज एन ये एंटरप्रेन्योर का काम है। तो समराइजिंग व्हाट यू जस्ट आस्क्ड, आपको लोग ढूंढने के लिए सबसे पहले उनको कन्विंस करना आना चाहिए, आइडेंटिफाई करना आना चाहिए और कन्विंस करना आना चाहिए। एंड ऑल्सो जय, ये एक दिन में नहीं होगा, लेट मी ऑल्सो मेक इट वेरी क्लियर, this is a infinite, hiring is an infinite process. You will find somebody, day one he is great, third day he'll go bonkers, उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड से लड़ाई हो गई, उसकी मम्मी ने डांट दिया, उसके पेरेंट्स ने बोल दिया नहीं वो तो बेकार कंपनी है, तू जाके चुपचाप से मल्टीनेशनल में काम कर, स्टेबल पैकेज पे जा, बैंगलोर चला जा, जयपुर में नहीं रहेगा, दिल्ली नहीं रहेगा, whatever, right? So there are hundreds of factors. So it's a process of, it's a battle you fight every day, and you will have to make peace with it that you have to fight this battle every day on a regular basis. You can't help it. Yeah,
very true answer. And sir, coming to the more broader aspects of entrepreneurship, is that many people say ki entrepreneurship requires communication skills, requires extrovertism, let's put it in a more generic way. So many people, I have personally seen that many people who have good idea in terms of identifying the problem which you explained earlier, but they don't go out and try to make a business out of it, try to make money out of it. It's just that because they think themselves as introverts, and then they drop the whole idea of solving the problem. So what would be your suggestion to them, and what would be your answer to this whole myth that only extroverts can create a business or a startup?
Okay, so let me rather ask this question to you. Who do you think I am? Do you think I am an introvert or an extrovert?
So personally, according to me, every person is a mixture of introvertism and extrovertism. So
no, but if you have to choose between the two, for me especially, because now you know me, you have been following my work, you see my YouTube channel, you have seen other things as well. How will you define me or describe me? Do you, or rather चलो ठीक है, mix पे भी बात करते हैं, percentage बताओ, how much of a extrovert I am and how much of an introvert I am? Give me a
60-40.
60-40 तो बहुत कम है, मतलब वो तो you're playing safe. हाँ, so कितना परसेंटेज लगता है कि मैं एक्सट्रोवर्ट होऊंगा या इंट्रोवर्ट होऊंगा? 60-40 तो बहुत सेफ हो गया, मतलब 60-40 तो वही 50-50 हो जाता है, फिर उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
चलो then let's go to 75-25.
75-25, right? 75 एक्सट्रोवर्ट, 25 इंट्रोवर्ट, राइट?
हाँ।
ऐसा क्यों बोला?
Because I feel that you have the tendency to give out more.
Okay.
So that's why I would say that 75% extrovertism.
So let me make this myth clear that मेरे केस में उल्टा है. I'm a 75% introvert and a 25% extrovert. Now, let me define it for you. I'm a very, very anti-social person, right? When I say anti-social, I can't do small talks. कि दो दोस्त बैठ के चाय पे और पिक्चर की बातें कर रहे हैं, नेटफ्लिक्स की बातें कर रहे हैं, मैं वो नहीं कर सकता, मुझे आता भी नहीं करना। दो दोस्त बैठ गए पॉडकास्ट पे या दो दोस्त बैठ गए यूट्यूब लाइव पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे और पिक्चर रिव्यू कर रहे हैं या गेम के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, मैं वो कुछ भी नहीं करता, राइट? सो फॉर मी it doesn't matter whether you're extrovert or introvert. It's subjective, right? For example, when it comes to startups, events, conferences, networking for work, networking for business, giving gyan, I am a 200% extrovert. I can do this podcast for another 10 hours because this is something I thoroughly love. There's something I find value. There's something I find value in doing and giving. And therefore, if somebody would see this setup and somebody would see this talking, you would say, "Yaar, what a fantastic speaker! He's a thorough extrovert. ये तो किसी से भी बात कर सकता है, right?" But मैं, on the contrary, I get scared when I have to go and socialize with people not for work. If you ask me, so if you ask me to go and network with somebody for work, I host a podcast. I got the best of the people in the country on my podcast, just reaching out to them and writing cold emails and getting in touch with them and talking to them for a length, right? So work ko lekar I'm an extreme extrovert. In general, as a person, I'm a super introvert, right? So again, now I'm a public guy. I'm great at communication. आप मिलोगे, मैं आपसे 5 मिनट बहुत अच्छे से बात करूंगा, and I'm good at starting conversations also. But again, वही जो मैंने बोला, मेरे से small talk नहीं होता, तो ये realization है. I can't sit with friends and chug beer and talk about stupid random things. तो ये हर बंदे को अपने बारे में realize करना आना चाहिए. ये है, ठीक है? सो आप अगर बोलोगे कि मैं इंट्रोवर्ट हूं एंड लेट अस से समबडी से कि नहीं मैं तो हूं इंट्रोवर्ट, मैं तो बात ही नहीं कर सकता, तो ठीक है, तो देन ईदर यू गेट समबडी एज अ को-फाउंडर, राइट, हु कैन go and do pitching activities for you and not investor pitch, at least client pitch या client networking, right? And if you think कि मैं अकेला ही हूं तो बॉस करना पड़ेगा, pitching is pitching is an integral part of the business of entrepreneurship, right? If you are pitching to somebody, if you are an entrepreneur, you will not be able to live without pitch. It's something you will do on a daily basis, यार. मतलब ये तो कस्टमर को तो डेली पिच मारनी पड़ेगी ना. आप अगर दिन के 10 घंटे फोन के ऊपर नहीं निकाल रहे हो एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, तो फिर आपने क्या बिजनेस बिल्ड किया, राइट? तो इंट्रोवर्ट एक्सट्रोवर्ट मुझे लगता है it's a convenience for people to say that I'm an introvert and therefore I will not go and talk to people and therefore I can't build a business. If you think you are scared to talk to people, learn how to network, learn how to communicate well. As I said, I'm a absolute introvert. I can't do small talks, but I'm 100x extrovert when it comes to business. I can fucking go and talk to anybody in the world, and I have done that already. I'll not take names here, but yeah, so doesn't matter.
True, 100%. And in terms of pitching and reaching out to people, even I think podcasting has taught me personally many things, because even in podcasts I have to go and write down to my guest to be able to convince them and to be able to bring them on the show, and not only that, we as podcasters have to even prepare the whole conversation, not point to point, but we have to at least get a roadmap of where the conversation will go and where the things will start and end. So I think even those things help us and help me in getting sort of extrovert in terms of my podcasting, in terms of my work as well.
So just to kind of clear out it for everybody and remove the word introvert and extrovert from the communication, from the conversation rather, I would say let's use the word communication, right? Writing a great email, convincing somebody to come on the podcast, reaching out to them multiple times, which is persuasion, reaching out to clients, booking them for a demo, convincing them to buy a product. If they don't want to buy, negotiating on the price, negotiating on the demo or maybe a free trial, reaching out to unknown people on Instagram, right? These are all strategies of communication, right? In fact, planning the entire conversation is a part of communication, right? तो आप चलो पॉडकास्ट में क्या हो जाएगा, पॉडकास्ट में आपके हिसाब से कन्वर्सेशन नहीं गया, बट अभी इसमें हम बात कर रहे हैं, देयर इज नो ट्रांजैक्शन हैपनिंग, बट लेट अस से व्हेन यू गो फॉर अ सेल्स पिच, यू क्रिएट अ सिनेरियो इन योर हेड कि अच्छा क्लाइंट अगर ऐसा बोले तो ऐसे करेंगे, ऐसा बोले तो ऐसे करेंगे, right?
True,
So you
true.
you kind of visualize the entire flow happening. वो जो I'm forgetting the name. I think Sherlock Holmes में there's a sequence of Robert Downey Jr. where before he fights with anybody, he visualizes the entire fight in his mind, and within like 10 seconds he's able to win the fight, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, बहुत पुराना movie है Sherlock Holmes जिसमें Robert Downey Jr. was the lead, right? So that is how an entrepreneur operates. If you're sitting in a room with a client or a potential customer, you will visualize the entire scenario. अच्छा ये बोलेगा तो ये बोलूंगा, ये बोलेगा तो ये बोलूंगा, ये बोलेगा तो ये बोलूंगा. अगर आपको ये भी नहीं करना था तो फिर आपको सेल्स करनी नहीं आती, इसका मतलब. तो again, sales is a skill, right? Sales is not an open-ended thing. So it can again always be learned, right?
True, 100%. So, any personal myth which you have experienced during your 12 years of journey, and which you think that hasn't been covered right now, so that if you want to break and
पर्सनली 2010 में जब कंपनी बनने लगी थी, I was starting another one company with one of my very close friends, and 6 महीने में हम लोग मर्सिडीज खरीदने वाले थे, ठीक है? तो उसके डाउन पेमेंट के भी पैसे अभी तक इकट्ठे नहीं हुए हैं. 10 साल हो गए काम करते हुए, ठीक है? समझे ये बात, नहीं समझे? So मैं समझाता हूँ मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ. What I'm trying to say is making money on Excel is super easy, right? And that was our thing. We created an Excel sheet and we're like, boss, what an idea! क्या प्लान मिला है? ये तो 6 महीने में मर्सिडीज इन है भाई, बुकिंग करा लेते हैं चल के, ठीक है? 6 महीने में मर्सिडीज खरीदे थे हम 2010 में, और आज तक भी इतने पैसे इकट्ठे नहीं हुए हैं 10 साल में कि हम उस मर्सिडीज के डाउन पेमेंट दे सकें. तो किताबों में, एक्सेल में, पीपीटी में पैसा बनाना बहुत आसान है. उस एक्सेल के पैसे को जब कस्टमर को पिच करके लाके बैंक अकाउंट में जब वो नंबर दिखता है ना, उसमें बैंड बजती है. दैट इज वेयर द रियल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, रियल पेशेंस, रियल हसल, रियल कमिटमेंट शोज अप. सो एटलीस्ट मुझे वो लगता है, वो मिथ है जो मैंने एटलीस्ट पर्सनल मेरे साथ भी थी, कि वी यूज्ड टू थिंक दैट it's a shortcut to making money, which is not the case. I think it takes a lot of hard work, and मुझे ऐसा लगता है I think कुछ साल और लगेंगे. A few people call that what I'm doing, I'm pretty successful in what I've done, achieved till now, and I've achieved quite a few things, but personally मुझे लगता है कि अभी 10% भी achieve नहीं किया जो achieve करना है. So I think there's a long way to go, and it will take more time, and now I am well prepared, and I know that it is definitely going to take more time.
100%. So, how was this podcast for you as a podcaster to podcaster conversation?
As a podcaster to podcaster, I think it was pretty pumped up. It was very high energy podcast. Very interesting questions, and I'm sure people are going to listen to this. This will be one of those podcasts that will give them a lot of knowledge and learning. So, as I said in the beginning, you are doing phenomenal job considering your age, considering that you are just in first year of college, and you have been able to create a show of your own, and you've been able to do it consistently. So that puts you definitely ahead of the curve. And from the quality point of view, Jay, I think you're doing a great job, and I think the initiative is really fantastic. So energy was high, the questions were very relevant, and I at least thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. So yeah, super. 10 out of 10.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So thank you so much for coming on the show and guiding the future entrepreneurs who are listening to this podcast, and helping them to break the myths as early as possible, so that they can become the next big entrepreneur from India to represent India in business world. So thank you so much, sir, for coming on the show. And
thank you so much, Jay. I just want to conclude with one thing that I always tell to and this is something again around the learning and the advice. I always tell people a great mentor is not somebody who tells you what to do. A great mentor is somebody who tells you what not to do also. And who can tell you what not to do? Somebody who's experienced it who has experienced that particular thing themselves. So if you are thinking of getting into the startup game, start following great guys, start listening to their podcast, start consuming good content, start getting mentors, because a great mentor can take you from 0 to 1 in a 10x less time than what you can achieve yourself. So, and of course the time, jitna jaldi aap shuru karoge utna aap beneficial ho. I started my first company back in my college, and then also I think I am running late. So मुझे लगता है that if you think that you'll start after your graduation or after 2 years of job or 5 years of job, the more time you wait, the difficult it will become. So get a mentor, start consuming good content, and start as early as possible, because start early and fail fast and then restart and learn. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much for hosting me. It was super fun talking to you, and I hope to see you around. And for all those who are listening, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to Jay Thakkar's Jay's channel, and also make sure you go and check out my YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram as well, and feel free to drop in your questions.
Sure.
Thank you so much once again,
And
Jay. Pleasure to be here.
Sir's link, all links of Sir's channel, Sir's LinkedIn, Sir's Instagram, all their socials are there in the description box below. So go and check it out. Drop in your questions, flood Sir's Instagram and LinkedIn through your questions, and help Sir's channel to grow more so that you and your friends can get benefit from them. So thank you so much, sir, for coming on
Thank
the
you so
show.
much, Jay. It
and,
was pleasure, super fun. Thank you so much. Pleasure hosting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.